This is Carl at National RV Detroit. I'm going to walk through this 2024 Zinger travel trailer, model number 290 KB. We're out in the snow here, so I'll do the best job I can. This is a how-to video. It's a demo video. It's not a floor plan video. So you see, you have a running water here. You got a refrigerator. You got a gas, two burner gas stove here. Okay. You see, you have rear stabilizers and front stabilizers. This is an outside shower right here. Okay. This is a black tank flush right here. So after you dump your black tank, which is toilet water and waste, after you have to dump it at the dump station, you can come around here, hook the hose of the dump station right onto here. Make sure the black tank valve is open before you turn the water on. When you see that it's open, you turn the water on and this will spray out the black tank, clean off the sensors, that sort of thing. So if there's a working hose at the dump station, it's always a good idea to use that black tank flush. This is a signal out for TV and power for a TV. Okay, you have a power awning plus LED strip plus outside speakers. That's a vent for the range hood. This is your fresh water fill here. So if you're camping someplace without city water, you can pre-fill this fresh water tank right here and use the onboard pump to pump the water. Alrighty, there's your front stabilizer switches. You have a deep cycle marine battery with 2 LP tanks full. You have a power tongue jack, and that's the kill switch for the battery right there. Alrighty, let's see if we can come around here. It comes with a 50 amp cord. As you can see right here, we give the reducers and everything, so you can reduce it down to a 30 and then a 20. This has on-demand hot water, so keep that in mind. I'll show you the switches inside. Just keep in mind that there is a switch here and a fuse here, okay, for the on-demand hot water. Like I said, I'll talk to you more about that when we get inside, okay? That's your power cord, your city water hookup, of course, the most common way to get water to the trailer. And there are your dump valves down there. Come back around. It's pre-wired for a backup camera. And also you have a ladder, which makes it easy to inspect the roof. The manufacturer says every 60 to 90 days you should send someone up there to look at the roof, make sure it's in good shape with no problems. So make sure you do that. That should be part of your regular maintenance. Okay, let's see if my camera's clean enough and still working when we get in here. Okay, what a mess. Well, it's nice in here anyway. Let me just use this for a second to bear with me, please. Okay, sorry about that. Everything seems to be okay. Okay. Alright, so, sorry about the camera work. Alright, so, this is your control panel here. You can see this is for your slide room here. This is for your power awning here. Make sure you never leave the power awning out unattended. If you're not going to be at the campsite, roll it in, of course. Your lights are on. Your water pump is right here. Use that water pump to pump water out of the fresh water tank if you don't have city water hookup. You also use that water pump to winterize the trailer. Then you have your levels here, all of your levels, your battery, charge, fresh water, everything, okay? Alright. Let me take my glasses off so I can see. Okay. So you have a backer plate here to hang a TV. And these are your hookups here, obviously. You have a sound bar with a remote. So this sound bar has a AM or has FM radio. It also has a USB drive right here. It has Bluetooth, so you can stream it from your phone or your tablet. It has 2 speaker zones. A is inside the trailer, B is outside the trailer. That's your remote for it. Then you have your fireplace here. This is the fireplace remote. The fireplace is also a space heater, so let me just show you right here. It has buttons here also. You can see it says HI right there. I don't know if you can see that or not. Off, L, HI. That's the fan speed. Right now it's on HI, which is kicking out the most heat possible. It's with the fan on high. You also can change the appearance of the fire and crystals. Okay, it has a timer on it, on off, all that stuff. Okay, works good as a space heater. Your keys are hanging right here on the faucet. Microwave works like any other microwave. Your range hood is right here. Fan and light. Now remember, if you're using this fan to vent to the outside, I showed you the vent on the outside. There's a baffle in there. You have to reach up and unlatch those latches so the baffle flaps freely when you're venting to the outside. Always remember that. If you want to use the fan to exhaust to the outside, you always want to have that baffle open, okay? I'll just talk you through this real quick. This works like all RV ranges do. You have a sparker here, turn it clockwise to spark. You have your 3 burner knobs here, the 3 burners. Then you have the oven here. When you light the pilot light, you're going to put it in that position, depress it, then spark it to light it. Once it lights, you hold it for 15 to 20 seconds to heat up your thermocouple. Then you go to operating temperature, right? And it cycles as an oven does. But keep in mind, when you shut it off, the flame goes out, but so does the pilot light. So you have to relight the pilot light each time you use the oven. That's a light there, and then an oven light down there. Always travel with this closed. Okay. Down here is your power converter. This converts AC to DC power. So, here you have 110 AC circuit breakers, just like you'd see at home. So when you're plugged in here, you have 110 AC, and they're all labeled. All the breakers are labeled. Then the power is converted to 12 volt DC. On this side, you got 12 volt fuses, 12 volt DC fuses, and they're all labeled here. It's also a battery tender, so it'll send so much energy your battery needs as long as you're plugged in to shore power, and it'll send so much energy your battery needs, and it'll send as many amps necessary to charge your battery. Okay, so it converts AC to DC power, it distributes the AC power, and it charges your battery. That's the power converter. Okay. Alrighty. So the refrigerator is 12 volt DC refrigerator. It also has, let's see, let me get the right thing here. You have a nice size freezer also. Okay. Here with your, this is a jackknife sofa, so it jackknifes flat and turns into a bed. Okay. This tabletop, you can remove the leg platform from it. You can sit it down onto these cleats here and use the cushions to fill the space and turn this into a bed also. So that's more auxiliary beds. Then you have 3 bunks here, 1, 2, 3. Plus you have a sofa here, and you could jackknife the sofa flat, just like the one up front. So that turns into another bed. So you actually have 4 bunk beds here. Independent air conditioner back here. Great. This is an emergency window for the back. Works like they all do pretty much. You just, I don't know if he's loosened this up yet, but you push it through, all the way through, and then you grab a hold of this red knob and pull the screen out. Then you can escape in an emergency. Okay. There's probably one up in the bedroom also. Alrighty. So this trailer is it's a 50 amp service. The reason it's 50 amp service, it has 2 air conditioners in it. Okay. Your RV bathroom works like they all do. You have a same sink and shower that works. It works like it. I should say let me back up. It works like any other bathroom sink and shower. You have a fan up here, there, and then just a regular skylight there. Your toilet works like RV toilets do. It sits right over a black tank, and right now we have antifreeze in it, as you can see. So when you get to the campground, you hook up your power and your water, you'll come in here, you'll put a dose of chemical right in the bowl, then you're going to step on the pedal. When you step on the pedal, you hold it down, and you'll hold it till at least a gallon of water along with the chemical goes into the tank below. You can use more than a gallon of water, just don't use less. So at least a gallon of water and a dose of chemical, and once you do that, you're all set to use it till you dump it next time. So keep that in mind. If you don't do that, if you don't put the chemical and water in there, it'll smell super terrible. I mean super terrible. Plus it'll get clogged up, so never use it dry without chemical and water in it. Alright. Okay, so your thermostat is pretty straightforward. You hit the bar, the mode bar, and then you just cycle through. We're on heat right now, of course. Now this is shut off. I showed you the rocker switch on the outside. When I opened it, this is your on-demand water heater. So right now it's shut down because it's winter, but this basically you have your on and off here, right? And then you have your temperature up and down, and you could go from some you can change it from Celsius to Fahrenheit also. Now there's this built-in safety, so unless you have water on demand, let's say, let's put it this way, unless your city water is hooked up and the water's turned on, if you don't have that, it will not turn on. The gas burner will not light. It'll sense that there's no energy, or excuse me, it'll sense that there's no water. So when you turn on the hot water faucet, there'll be no water to draw in, so it will not light. It's just a safety device. The only other way to get past that is if you were to fill up your fresh water tank, then turn on the water pump, and then you turn on the hot water. It'll call for hot water, and then it'll light up and light the burner and all that. But if there's not water available to it, it will not light. Keep that in mind. Also, keep in mind that rocker switch, if nothing happens like this, it's the rocker switch, and it's like that now because it's winter time. So keep that in mind. Okay, it gives you non-stop hot water, so it's a great thing, especially for showers. Obviously, there's never enough hot water when you're camping. Hot water for showering when you're camping. This you can go, if you got 5 people in your family, it'll just keep giving you hot water. Okay. Alrighty. So let's move back. There's one thing that I missed here. Let me see if I can find it. Let me look here. Oh, down here. This is your carbon monoxide LP gas detector right here. Okay. This could detect carbon monoxide buildup or LP gas leak. The red light, or excuse me, the green light should always be on. If you don't see the green light glowing, then get it serviced. Which generally means get it replaced. I mean, sometimes if that happens, you can pull out the 2 screws and see that a wire came loose, but it almost never happens. So the bottom line is you don't just overlook it and say, well, I don't need it. It's very important, obviously, because it's the most important safety device in the trailer. So make sure it's always green and working, okay? Alrighty. They're very reliable. They don't go bad too often, like hardly ever. Okay, so, and then we have the front here. You have some storage under here. You can see. Plugs, and there's the front. I told you it would be a front emergency escape window right there. There's the front window. You have a place for a mounting bracket for a TV. You have a backer plate there, so you can put a swing out bracket there, and so you can watch the TV when you're laying down. And there's your hookups up there. Okay, pretty straightforward. And your packet here has all the literature in it, so all the different components of the trailer will have its own paperwork, so you can look through that when you want to find some answers. Or you could also, if it's, let's say you're talking about the water heater and it's new to you, the on-demand water heater, you can read the literature. You could also go right to the company's website and go to their product number for this on-demand water heater, and you can look at their videos. You can read their PDFs, whatever, So there's always a way to get as much information as you want. Okay, so I want to thank you for purchasing your trailer here at National RV Detroit. Please remember what I said about inspecting your roof every 60 to 90 days. That's important, obviously. You can't see what's happening on the roof unless somebody goes up there and looks. And so obviously you need somebody to check it out every 60 or 90 days. Consider it general maintenance, because people generally don't inspect the roofs enough, but all trailers need to be inspected, not just this model, every trailer ever made. So make sure you take care of that. Right now this is winterized, so all the water has been purged from the system and replaced with antifreeze. and we're just set for the winter time. So we're good till camping season. Okay, thank you very much.